and welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing well. Today I'm gonna do a pick a card reading about how to manifest your best self in order for you to achieve whatever you want. But before we get started, I just want to remind you guys that this reading might not resonate with some of you, and it's okay because it's a general reading. But just take whatever resonates and leave the rest. So yeah, now that's out of the way. As you can see, we have 3 groups as always. Group number 1, group number 2, and group number 3. So take a second, take a deep breath, and choose whatever pile you're drawn to. Okay, for those of you who chose group number 1 or pile number 1, these are the general messages for you. So the first message we have is comparison, and it's telling you that everyone is different. We're not the same, as you can see. Everyone has their unique journey. And number 5 is associated with change. So what you need to change is comparing yourself and your journey to others. So let's say someone got something that you really want, whether it's love or money or a job that you really wanted, but you have to remind yourself that you guys are different. You have different journeys. They might have done something that a little bit earlier than you, or they are meant to have this right now so they can learn some lessons from it or experience something that the universe wants them to. So it's different from one person to another. The second message you have is the lily, and it says spiritual love. This talks about loving yourself, trusting the journey, trusting yourself, seeing the beauty in life. Like I said, seeing that you are different from others. You guys are not the same. Or everyone is different. That's what I'm trying to say. But seeing the beauty in life, and in your life especially, and feeling the love, your energy comes, or you feel the love every day. I'm not saying that you cannot experience anger or resentment or whatever, but you have to keep on reminding yourself or figuring out also what is making you this angry or resentment or resentful, towards a particular person or a particular situation or your life. What is generating those emotions? So it's all about figuring out yourself, your life, what you want, where you want to be, having the good intention of getting it, and actually working towards that goal, instead of just sitting and feeling all those negative emotions about this particular person or this particular goal. So it's redirecting the energy that you have, and raising your vibration also, because when you're at a lower vibration, that's when you don't get what you really want, and getting more of what you don't want, and also asking the right questions. For instance, let's say you didn't, or you want, this is an example, but you want more money or more followers, and then you keep on asking, why do I lack this, or why don't I have this? Why does this person have this? You're directing your energy towards the lack of what you're not having. of the things that you really want, but you are, resentful towards because you don't have it right now. When you ask the right question, like, you can, instead of telling yourself, which is the affirmation, I have enough money, because a lot of people don't believe that, you can redirect it to a question where you ask, why does my bank account full? Or why do I have enough money, for instance? So it's all about asking the right question. And I recommend that you do read about that, so you would get an idea of how to ask the right questions. Then the next message you have is the Goldfish, and it says increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. This is beautiful. As soon as you do redirect your energy, then you will see the shift and increase in the things that you want, spiritually and financially. You will start seeing results, and you will love that. So it's a lucky card, the Goldfish, and you will grow a lot from this experience. This is the universe telling you that you can get what you want, but you need to redirect your energy. And then the last message, or general message you have, is the Fire, and it says strong emotion, passionate love, or hate. So this is what I was saying, that you have strong emotions towards things. You either love too much or hate too much, and comparing yourself to others is not helping your case, where you either love or you're happy for them, or you really hate what they have and you don't. So it's this need for balance. That's what you need. You need to balance your energy. You need to exude the right energy. You need to love your life. You need to see things from a loving perspective. All right, so let's go ahead with the spread. So we have 6 questions that I'm going to ask about. So the first question is, what is your current state? Where are you at? There's a lot of conflict within you. As you can see, the 5 of Wands. There's a lot of conflict. There's a lot of, should I do this? Should I do that? Why is this person getting this? And then there's a constant struggle within you. That's where you're at. This is where the strong emotion comes from. A lot of strong emotions clashing together when and it's driving you crazy. I'm not saying you like this, but this is telling me that you do have a lot of conflicting emotions. For the next question is, what are your blocks or block? Let's see what we get. Okay, yeah, this makes so much sense, because your block is you're not seeing what you have, and instead you're comparing yourself to others. So you do have a lot, but you're not grateful for it, or you're not seeing it. You're not really seeing it. You're refusing to. And this is creating this block of, well, you're not thankful, so how can you get more if you're not seeing what you have? The more you're grateful for the things that you have, the more you get what you really want. and more of it. So if you're focusing on all those comparisons or hate towards some people or a particular person or particular situation or your current situation, then guess what? You're not going to change. And all those conflicting emotions are not helping you at all. It's actually creating this added pressure, this added block. It's confusing you and it's confusing the universe. The more you're clear with the universe, the more the universe would know what to give you. So yeah, how to the third question is how to overcome those blocks or this block. Okay, we'll take them. How to overcome is just plant your seed. Take a day, take every day as it comes. So live your day as is, every day as is. Don't look into the future or the past, because this is creating added, pressure. When you look into your past or look back at the past, that's when you create this sadness, the depression or the embarrassment or some of those conflicting emotions. And when you look ahead to the future, that's when you create anxiety, and it really clashes with the other emotions. So you really want something, but then you're anxious about it, but then you're depressed that you didn't do anything, or you're sad that you didn't get it. So those accumulated emotions create this block, and what you need to do is work day to day, just plant the seeds and wait for the results. But at least you're doing something for yourself. At least you're showing the universe that you're serious and that you really want this particular thing, or you want to get your dreams. You want to achieve your dreams, and you're working towards them. The other message is the Queen of Pentacles, and this talks about being stable. What this is telling me, that you need to ground yourself, you need to be more stable, you need to be this queen or king. Doesn't have to be a female, you could be also a king, but you need to ground yourself, and you need to know that you are capable. Stop telling yourself that you don't deserve it, or you're not creative enough, or you don't have the skills that this or the particular job that you want requires. So ground yourself, focus on your finances also, focus on your money. Where do you spend your money? Do you overspend? Do you spend them on ridiculous things or unnecessary things? So you need to be mindful of that too, because it's stressing you out. We'll see the next question, which is the new energy that you need to get into. Beautiful. So learning about finances, learning about how to ground yourself, how to be more mindful of money, how to be stable, emotionally stable. What relaxes you? What makes you more stable? Is it meditation? Is it learning? Because lack of knowledge, yeah. Because lack of knowledge is can make you feel less than. But when you know enough and you take the necessary steps, like I said, towards learning about the things that you really want, or the job that you really want, and learning more, watching videos, reading more books, it will give you more information. It will give you more confidence. Also, take the time to ground yourself. Take the time to love yourself and be stable, emotionally stable. Take care of your body also. Eat plant-based foods, vegetables and fruits, stuff like that. Just being mindful will put you in a good place, and therefore it will change how you feel. Also, showering with cold water. I don't know why, but I got that message to shower with cold water in the morning. That will help you snap out of that, conflict within you. And it will help you get what you really want. For the fifth message, the question is, what is step 1? Okay, interesting. So you have the Three of Hearts. Three of Swords talks about heartbreak, or grief. Also, to me, this is a grieving card for a grieving person. So what have you lost? Who did you lose, or you feel like you lost? Is it a person? Is it, you need to figure that out. Is it a job? You need to take a few, I would say few days, but as long as it requires, but you need to sit with yourself and you need to figure out what is causing this grief, because the block here also is, we said, the emotions, and it blocks the heart. So your emotions are not creating this open energy for things to happen to you. So what is it about heartbreak? Is it a relationship? Is it, mostly it is a relationship, but you need to, what I'm getting at is, you need to get to heal that. Healing your heart will open your heart chakra, and therefore you will receive more love, more spiritual love, more increase in your material wealth and spiritual growth. It will open, because if one, I'm over talking myself, but if you open one chakra, the others will overflow. So if your heart chakra is blocked, then your solar plexus is blocked also, and your throat chakra is blocked also. So you need to be mindful that, yes, I need to heal myself, I need to heal my heart. I'm a wounded soldier, so I can't go out there and just do things. I need to heal myself first, and take the time to do so. Don't please other people, just being afraid because you're afraid to lose them, and not going out with friends. Sometimes it's okay, but you need to heal yourself first. You need to put yourself first, and you will see results. Step 2, let's see, what is step 2? Yeah, it's healing the past also. To me, this is the card of the past, the Six of Cups. What happened in the past that, in regards to your emotions, what happened that made you, or blocked your heart chakra, or blocked you from getting the things that you want, and having unstable emotions? Something happened in the past, and like I said, you need to figure that out so you can start achieving the things that you really want. You need to figure those things out so you can achieve whatever you want. And it might take a long time, it might take less than you thought, you know. There's no time limit or time stamp that you know, there's no time limit for those things, for healing, for figuring out yourself. Because it's building a relationship. It's like building a relationship with another, but instead you're building a relationship, a solid one, a solid foundation with yourself. So let's see what you need to do to achieve your best self, or what is your best self. Yeah, your best self, I want to pull another one. Your best self is someone who, you know, not filled with grief, with fear of loss. This could be your major theme, or the major theme of your life. Crying over spilled milk. Life moves on. We as people move on, but you need to allow yourself to do so. So you would stop comparing yourself with others. You would love yourself more. You would stop having all of those conflicting emotions and start focusing on what you have. You know what I mean? Because life is beautiful around you. It's beautiful, but you need to see that too. You need to stop being cynical and have also those thoughts or people, you know, those thoughts about people being sneaky, being hateful towards you, and then you develop this trust issue with others. So 5 and 5 and 5, it's time for you to change. This is your time to change. This is time for you to look within yourself and, you know, figure out what really needs to change at this time. This is all I have for you guys, pile number 1. I hope you really enjoyed it, and I wish you all the best, and I'll see you in my next reading. Thank you. Hello, group 2. If you chose this pile, then these are your messages. So the first message you have is the Lovers. This talks about self-healing, self-love. This talks about a soulmate love, someone who matches your energy, someone you meet when you do or reach a certain level of love, loving yourself. If you appreciate yourself and love yourself and value yourself and feel like you do deserve love, then that's when you meet the person that you're meant to be with, a soulmate who matches your energy. So the second message that you have is the Fly, and it says a period of ill health and depression. So we'll explain this further, but this talks about taking care of yourself, and that's why I said self-love is important. Being in this period or this state tells me that you neglected yourself and put someone else before you, and that's when the other card comes up, which says broken ring, parting of the ways in either romance or business. Obviously here it talks about romance for me. That's how I feel. But when you did part ways or break up, whether it's a divorce, separation, or a breakup, that's when you stopped caring for yourself and fell into that loop of depression or feeling not as good as you were. It's because you focused on another person and not yourself. This is what the Lovers talks about. So because of this broken ring or this parting of ways, you did physically and more so emotionally fell into that dark place. But the last card tells me that there is someone for you, there is something for you, the Rose, and it says romance is in the air. So what you need to do is dust off, get up, and face the world, get back there, but make sure that you take care of yourself, make sure that you are in a good headspace before you enter anything. That's the strongest message here, just taking care of yourself. So let's go ahead with the tarot spread. We'll ask 7 questions. I think I said 6 before, but I'm wrong. So it's 7 questions. The first one is, what is your current state? Yeah. There are feelings of loss. You feel like you lost something great, something that you will never ever find again. But guess what? You're focusing on what's, just basically spilled milk. I'm not trying to underestimate the situation, but I'm saying sorry, so my camera went off, but let's get back to it. So the question I asked was, what is your current state? And you have the 5 of Cups. And this is telling me that you are in a place of grief or losing something. Like you lost something that you thought was really good, or something that you might think you cannot have ever again. But you'd be surprised. You need to check your thoughts. You need to focus on what is important. What do you have right now? And slowly but surely get out of that state of feeling loss. It could be also attached to a belief that you have, which is, or not a belief, a fear that you have, which is fear of loss. So you need to check that. It's important to keep yourself in a good headspace so you can achieve more, get what you want and all of that, and attract what you want. But when you're in that state of loss, or that lower vibrational state, you will only attract what you don't really want and more of it. So that's kind of your current state and what you need to do combined together. But now let's ask, what is the block or blocks that you have right now? The block is in your heart chakra. Your block is again, the hurt, the loss that you feel. It makes so much sense with this card because you do feel hurt, overwhelmed, like you've been stabbed literally in the heart. So those feelings are there. Those are your blocks. Feeling heartbroken, and it's it's understandable if you went through what you've went through with the broken ring and the fly, feeling ill, all of those things. But you need to care for yourself. This is the block that you have, and now that you know, and it's good to know, it's part of the healing process. It's important for you to heal it. It's important for you to take care of yourself. And that brings us to the third question, which is, what do you need to overcome those blocks or block? Have the strength to heal yourself. Have the strength to tame the beast within you. Whether it's your thoughts, your emotions, you need to tame those feelings and those thoughts. You need to have the strength to do so. So instead of feeling or neglecting them and saying, I'll do it tomorrow, or whatever excuse that you have for yourself, it's important for you that you do it, as soon as you realize that there is something within you that needs to be healed. Because unless you heal those things and unless you tend to them, you're not going to be able to attract what you want. Or you might attract the things that you want, but in a lower kind of vibration, lower scale. So let's say if you're not clear enough also about what you want, you might attract whatever. So you would get into people's intentions rather than you being the main character of your life. So let's say you want a relationship with someone, and you just say, I just want someone to love. That is not clear enough. Write down what you really want in a person, and going through what you went through, it gives you a good knowing of what you really want in a relationship and what kind of partner you want in a relationship. So that's just an example. The fourth question, it's important though to be strong and to act from a place of strength. So the fourth question is, what is the new energy here? Working on yourself. That is beautiful. Working on your stability. You feel motivated and you feel fed up. Actually, when we act from that place of being fed up, that is a motivational reason. That is our push. That gives us a push. So you're working on your stability, having stable emotions, thoughts, and all of that, stable income, stable everything. But you feel that wanting to change, or the need to change. And the fifth question is, what is the first step to get there, to get here, and to get you to your best self? Being patient with yourself. This is a time of healing, so you might relapse, you might experience things that you don't want to experience, but guess what? You need to go through them so you can get to where you want to be. This is the road, this is the journey. So you need to be patient with yourself. You need to also not play the victim card and say, oh, this is everybody so-and-so doing, or the universe doesn't want me to have this. No, it does, but it needs to teach you a lesson too. Not in a bad way, but you need to learn something from the experiences that you went through. So patience is really needed at this time. What is step 2? This is the sixth question. So what is step 2 to get into? Okay, this talks about getting your work out there, what you've done out there, whether it be teaching others, but you're going to be successful. People are going to notice you. You just need to put yourself out there too. So this is beautiful. It's also asking you to balance. That's what I'm hearing. Balance your schedule, balance your life, balance, work life schedule or habits. But also more importantly is to put yourself out there. Get your name out there with whatever you're doing. Maybe document the process that you're going through with the healing part. For the 7th question, I asked, and also, sorry, before we continue, what I'm hearing with this, or the message that I got, is don't be afraid to ask for help. Ask for help whenever you need it. People are going to be there lining up to help you. It's important to have the strength to do so. And also part of being strong is knowing when to ask for help. If you feel overwhelmed or you can't figure something out. So the 7th question was, is your best self? What is your best self? How does that look like? Okay. Okay. How does your best self look like? Oh, this is beautiful. It's healing. You have that. I'm also hearing with the 6 of Wands and the Star, you have this healing power. So it could be just you being somewhere and then you have that energy of healing. People feel like they want to get close to you. It's a time of healing for yourself. You're the star. You do things out of love, out of healing. And you want to heal yourself. You want to heal the world. So this is your best self. You coming over all of what you've went through and being recognized as someone who's strong, someone who is capable of going through what they went through and still coming out as a star. That's what I'm hearing, a star. The star has healing powers, self-healing, self-love, strength, and the ability to create the lives they want for themselves. That's a star. Reaching higher levels of themselves, higher consciousness. And that's you. That's your best self. Reaching higher levels of consciousness. Raising your vibration, getting what you really want and what you deserve. Basically going to the next level. That's your best self. So that's all I have for you. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you did, please like, share, and comment below. Let me know what you think. And please subscribe. I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Hello, group number 3. If you chose this pile, then these are your messages. The first message we have is letting go. So what are you holding on to or still holding on to? Is it a belief? Is it a thinking pattern? Is it something from the past, or all of the above? You need to let go of all of this so you can ascend, so you can, experience new things and get what you really want. So whatever you're holding on to is not serving you. And then we have leg, and it says stepping into a new experience. When you let go, that's when things start happening, and that's when you start experiencing new things that you've always wanted, things that will open doors for you. So the next message will give us a clue to what are those things. And it says new job / career, and this talks about changing your job, changing your career possibly, but something that will benefit you in the long run, and something that you will enjoy. And it says here, tortoise, slowly but surely getting ahead. So with this or these changes, you're gonna experience some sort of change, but it's not gonna be quick. It's not gonna be, fast like you hope to, and it's okay. But you need to accept that this change or change in general takes time. So you need to be patient with it. And letting go is a big part of things happening and things moving. The more you let go of things and not hold on to them, even if it was something as simple as someone said something to you and you cannot let go of that, of what they said, because it really touched something deep within inside of you or within you. So letting go will help you step into new experiences, possibly a new job, a change of career, but things will happen very slowly for you, so don't lose hope, basically. Now let's go ahead with the questions. The first question is your current state. What is your current state? Let's see. So you're in a state where you are expecting, and there's a lot of opportunities coming for you. But do you see that? There's a lot of opportunities waiting to happen for you or to you, but you're not possibly seeing that. If you are still thinking about the past, or are you still thinking that nothing will ever happens to you, or you don't experience what other people experience? So if you are still in that state of mind, then you need to change that very quickly, or take your time, it's fine, but you need to change that. I don't know why I said very quickly, but maybe act on it very quickly and don't linger. Don't hold on to it much longer. The second question I asked was, before we move on, the universe is ready to hand you a lot of opportunities, and this is great. It goes along with the new job career card. So this is new opportunities in a job, a career change, and it's very beneficial for you. There's a lot of financial gains for you from this. The second question is, what are your blocks or block? So it differs from one person to another. So it differs from one person to another. One second, let me get the cards. So you have two blocks. First of all, you're losing your patience. You're not being patient enough, or you're just losing hope, basically. And this is one of your blocks, and you need to work on that. You need to remind yourself that it's okay. Change takes time. Change in yourself, so you would see the change. Change within yourself, so you can see the change on your outside world. And then you have the Ten of Swords. This is talking about your thoughts, your beliefs. Whatever you're thinking is not helping you, so this is also a block for you. Whatever you're thinking is negative or not serving you in any way. So what you need to do is work on that. Remind yourself, raise your vibration, be more patient. Those are your blocks. And how to work on them. One way I find very helpful is writing them down and reversing them. So instead of saying I don't want to feel upset anymore, I would reverse that. I would say something like, I would first of all not reverse it, but also figure out where it comes from and why is it bothering me so much, and then reverse it. I want to feel more of that and less of that, but more of that. So let's say I don't want to be upset anymore. I would want to feel happiness. I would want to feel joy in what I do, for instance. But it's all in your hands. This is telling you that you are the main character of your story, and you make whatever changes that you see necessary, and you have to remind yourself about that. So how to overcome blocks? I talk about the blocks and how to overcome them in the same question, but it's because whenever I pull out a card or a card comes out, then the answer comes with it, basically. So how to overcome this or those two blocks is to not focus on what you don't want, and to focus more on what you have. Like I said, don't focus on what you don't have or don't want to experience, but focus on what you really have right now. The more you're grateful for the things that you have, the more you'll experience the things that you want, or more of what you have. So let's say you have a happy, quiet life, drama-free, then focus on that. If you have a good job, a good paying job, then focus on that, to get more of that, to make the transition to a new job and a new career much more easier, instead of focusing on this job sucks, I hate working a 9 to 5, I hate being or feeling like I'm working for someone else's dream rather than my own dream. So it's basically shifting your focus on the things that you have. So the fourth question is, what is the new energy that you should exude or have? And you have the Star. So whatever you're not healing, whatever you're feeling, those negative feelings and negative thoughts, let's just call them that for the sake of this video, you need to heal them. Whatever beliefs that you have that are not serving you, you need to work on that, and you need to raise your vibration to experience more of the things that you really want. to heal yourself, which is more important. And then what is step one to get in or to manifest your best self? And it's also the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups talks about being grateful. To me, in this position, being grateful for what you have, seeing the things that you have, giving good vibes, good emotions towards the things that you have, and to the universe and to the world, living basically with an energy of love rather than an energy of fear or an energy of resentment. So it's basically shifting your focus. And then what is step two? Yeah, it's giving love. Again, you have a lot of cups. It's giving love to the things that you want. And since this is in a position where, you know, it's basically, to me, it's all about money and changing your life in that aspect, and new job, new career, being financially secure, all of those things. You need to change your emotions towards that, towards how you feel about your job, or how you feel about money, or your the choices you made about your career. So it's giving it more love rather than hate and resentment or frustration. So I'm sorry, by the way, I'm sick, but it's okay. So the seventh question, or the last question, was how to manifest your best self, or what is your best self? Okay, we got two cards, so I'm gonna take them. So your best self is strong, someone who's very emotionally secure, so someone who is in line with what they want, emotionally and physically, someone who's sure about what they want and how they feel about it. They're strong enough to make it happen for themselves. They're strong enough to tame those emotions and actually deal with them, not being afraid or making excuses not to face them in any way. With the Strength card, we can see that you can face your emotions, in actually caring about how you feel, and understanding how you feel and why do you feel such things. And from that discomfort comes, you know, the knowledge of what you really want and what you really want to do and what really makes you happy and fulfilled and emotionally stable. So it's good that you feel discomfort, but you need to let go of it and take it as a lesson or an experience of what you don't want. It will show you what you don't want. So that's all I have for you. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, please like, share, and comment below. Let me know what you think, and please subscribe. I love you guys. I'll see you in my next video.